We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Outside. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Bravo!
Darnold on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Like 20. Here we go. Big ass. Change.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Ready? Like 80. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Under 10. 10. Solid. Under black.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Samuels. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Like 20. I'm scared. Keep these two.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Jets have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 27, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
66. Quarter.
On 1st down, it's Connor. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Take both of them. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
You 30? You good? I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you through. Check.
They'll run on first down. Samuels, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Samuels able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24. Check 24. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to run with Connor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All day. All day. Check, 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 check. Watch the edge.
Here's Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
57.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, Orbit, quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Rock the run. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on. Check.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got him. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Darnold from the red zone now. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on second and 14. Roethlisberger. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Connor on the toss play. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Jack 16.
On third down, it's Counter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Here we go, get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike 55, Mike 55. Ran 80. I can't believe they let you play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. They juked him. That's complete. It's Bell. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mike. Hey, Echo. Check 55, Mike. Ready? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check right. Watch 55. It's coming this way. Here we go. Red 80. Mike 55. Mike 50.
On first down, it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. This is Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Henry Anderson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 31, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Let's bring it.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, exit. 57.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 57. 50. Let's put that team on the clock. 57. Hey, box drop. Let's go, team. Let's go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 21.
And the Jets have got it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Now Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Haywood.
55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Man, 80. 55. Mike.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Oh, 80.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Johnson, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
26, Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Silver. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You're trapped.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, Orbit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Again, it's Bell. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Roethlisberger will throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.